recording?
Yes. I just started. Get back up.
Hi guys,
Dying.
welcome to part 2. Am I the asshole?
Maybe part 2. Still undecided.
Then stop recording.
No. So, why did she give me the really long one to read?
Well, I told you which one.
No. You gave me the really long one to read.
It's okay. You need to read.
Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my boyfriend's food on his birthday and getting him banned from a restaurant? I, 18, have been dating my boyfriend, John, 20, for a little under a year. We have a pretty toxic furry relationship, but there's quite a bit of tension when it comes to me being vegetarian. I've been vegetarian since 11, and I have very strict morals around it. The one thing John has a problem with me is refusing to spend my money on meat. I feel like I have to sneeze. Sorry, you guys don't need to know that. Spending money on meat. Ever since I started making my own money, I swore to myself that I would never spend a cent of it on meat. On our dates, we usually split the bill, and sometimes he pays for all of it. I told him if he orders something meat-free, I'd be happy to pay for both of us, but he never does. When he pays for my food, it's when I spend money on the activity, normally concerts and festivals. That's me paying 120 euros plus on tickets, and him spending maybe 50 euros on food. His birthday was a few days ago, and we went out for dinner at his favorite fancy restaurant. He got the most expensive steak they had, along with a side salad and a bottle of wine. When... I don't know why I'm dying today now. When we finished our food, I asked the waiter to split the bill, and John looked at me shocked. He asked if I was joking, I said no. Then he told me he thought I was going to pay since it was his birthday, and he didn't budget for the meal. I asked him why he thought I'd pay since I've been very clear about my rule, but he could have given me a reason other than it being his birthday. I told him I pay for the wine and the side salad, but he needed to pay for the steak. He was furious with me and stormed off to the bathroom. I paid for meal, the wine, and the salad, and waited for him to come back. He didn't. After waiting for 20 minutes, I left. I found him sitting on a bench near where we parked the car. I asked him why he left, and he reminded me that he needed to pay. He looked shocked when I said that. Sorry. I asked him why he left and reminded him he needed to pay. He looked shocked when I said that and asked me if I didn't pay. I told him I paid for everything but the meat, and he lost it. He started yelling at me, telling me I was selfish, that I need to grow up. I stayed calm and told him he needed to go back and pay. He scoffed and walked away. I ended up driving home without him. Now he's saying it's my fault that he can't show his face in his favorite restaurant since he dined and ditched. I normally say his dine and dash. It's a pretty small restaurant, so he's 100% be recognized and kicked out. So am I the asshole? And then she has 2 edits here. The people commenting about me not treating him on his birthday, yes I did. I even dipped into my savings for his present. Another comment, I did not take him out for dinner. He was the one that suggested it. So, what do you think? Do you stand with her principles, or siding with trying to treat a relationship?
This one's very difficult because it can go 50-50. It's like she set her boundaries. She set her principles. She doesn't want to spend her money on meat, which is very understandable. There's people who do that, and some people respect that.
Actually, very much power to her for standing to her principles. Because I know, like, when you go out, it's very hard to do that.
Excuse me.
But I like my meat, so I'm not going to do that.
But I think there was some solutions to do. Like, one, why would he get the very expensive
Yeah, he got the most expensive
dish
steak on the menu.
and then expecting her to pay when he knows that those are her principles, and she's not gonna be willing to spend money on me no matter what.
Yeah.
So he already knew that. Then why do that to her? You know. But another thing is, like, if she would wanted to pay, which we don't know, she could have just send the money to him, because she just sending money to him, and he can spend it on the dish. Like, I can sell you the money.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Like, hey, babe, you know what? I'm not gonna spend my money on that, but here, I'll sell you the money. That's your money now. Now you can pay the dish.
But would, going back to her sticking to her principles, if she knows that money is going towards that anyways, would that be a violation of her principles? Because it is her money. Yes, she did give it, but she is giving it knowing that it's being
She's
used to buy
giving that money to him to spend it on whatever he wants. So that's no longer her money.
I know, but it's almost for sure guaranteed in the situation going towards that steak. So would that be a violation of her principles or not, is what I'm saying. Because she knows for a fact it's going towards that
I
steak.
don't think so, because it's not her money anymore.
Okay. I wasn't
That's
sure.
what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's her money no more. She gave it away. You know?
Yeah.
What do you think?
For the most part, I don't think she is the asshole. Because according to her, it's not like she took him out to treat him for his birthday. He was like, hey, let's go here for my birthday. And not like the other way around, like I just said. And so, like, they both clearly weren't planning on going there to begin with. So it's... And then you buy the most expensive thing. The most expensive thing could even be a vegetarian option.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd still be the most expensive thing, and that's the kind of asshole move, though.
You want to read some comments?
No.
Okay.
Excuse me. I got this. That's the asshole move right there. Do you want to slap me with the tortilla?
Mm-mm.
Not the asshole. Our cat disagrees. Well, I mean, cats are carnivores for the most part, so it makes sense. Ignoring the vegetarian stuff, who the fuck orders the most expensive? I should have bleeped that out myself. Who the,
We have a guest.
fur, orders the most... Dude, you're still naked. His collar popped off, and it hasn't been put back
He
on
looks
yet.
so weird without his collar.
Yeah.
He looks like...
He looks naked, because it adds this, like, line here.
I was gonna say a joke, like, no Ned. You know, like, Ned from 90 Day Fiance. He looks like that, just naked. You guys may up... Oh, you guys can't see him, but he might be up here. And the sky.
I will search for whatever she just said and put it on the screen. Because I have no clue what she's talking about.
They know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
I was like, where's my phone? But you have it. And
Yeah.
here comes the other one.
Who the fur orders the most expensive steak possible and expects their partner to pay for them without having checked prior. And then storming off to the bathroom expecting to pressure you to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you can see all the huge red flags here. Also, I want to point out the dude is 20 years old. And she's 18.
Oh.
Like, and they've been over a year. Or, I don't know. So, yeah. So, like, 18-year-old just started working for the most part, from what we know of. Already can't get a lot of very expensive things, you know? Short away, you're gonna hurt. Oh, God, he's gonna hurt himself. Because he's gonna try and land over there where he knocked over that thing and broke it.
Burrito.
That's my burrito. Oh.
Mmm.
Alright, do you want...
This is very filling.
Not the asshole for using for a steak, but you are the asshole to treat yourself for staying with someone who acts like this and treats you poorly.
Mm-hmm.
This is furry friend 1.
Don't touch me. I'm eating.
Not the asshole who thought he trapped you into paying for meat. Good for you sticking up for yourself and your boundaries. Yeah.
How is the fact that
He left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she paid for her part, but like.
Well, she also paid for his except for the steak.
Mm-hmm.
So like, she did stick to her principles and.
It's the fact that the host or no one came out and to be like, hey, you guys still need to pay this.
Well, they probably didn't know where they went to.
Mm.
Hey, bud. Yeah. We got a big baby right here. Yeah. He wants to run, I know it.
He didn't actually care about the money. He just wanted her to break her moral principles for him.
As like a test of loyalty. I could see that. Because, you know, the ultimate test of commitment is you get someone to break their principles for you. And that's actually wrong in general. Like, you don't ever do that.
Somebody's saying y'all sound obnoxious.
Her?
Both.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Someone said, I kind of just feel like they're super incompatible. Why they're still dating? There's challenges, obstacles, you know?
Yeah. You gotta overcome them,
Mm-hmm. What are you trying to say?
Every relationship has challenges and obstacles.
Yeah.
To say that we don't have any is to be a lie.
Like you don't know how to speak Spanish.
I opened this video speaking Spanish. Okay?
Okay. The next mukbang, we're only gonna be speaking Spanish, including him,
Okay.
with Mexican food.
Okay.
Challenge accepted?
Yes. See.
Okay. Y'all, I'm excited.
Pinche estúpida. Sorry, me pinche estúpida.
Stupido.
Stupido. See, no hablo inglés.
Okay. And then we're gonna have to find some Am I the Asshole in Spanish. I'm a butcher, but it's okay.
No bien. No bien.
So, okay, somebody's commented, everyone except for the poor waiter who is now stuck with dealing with the dine and dash.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, you know how they left? Like, did the waiter have to pay for that?
No, but they're probably getting in trouble. I've only worked in a fast food
Damn,
restaurant.
somebody wrote a paragraph.
I think it's worth reading.
Okay.
This is getting more into the nitty gritty of principles.
You
And I
hold
kind of like that.
a very unusual moral position. You are deeply opposed to the consumption of meat, to the point where you will not allow your money to be spent on. But you have no problem with a life partner who frequently eats meat in front of you, as long as you don't pay for it. This is an unusual place to draw the line. I mention it because you may wish to reconsider your position before it makes things very uncomfortable. For example, if you were to marry a meat eater upon marriage, you had to share income and assets. Does that mean that until marriage they can eat meat, but afterwards they can only eat it if its family money doesn't pay for it? You're gonna be punishing your spouse to set up a lot of meat days with friends in that case. But your position is unusual, not immoral. Anyhow, you're wondering if you're an asshole for what you did to your boyfriend. This is his name, but You're not. You made your position clear, and no point did you tell him, I'm taking you out for dinner. If you did, this was a big assumption from your post. Because of this, it is unreasonable for him to assume that you were paying. It became even less reasonable after you asked for a split check. At that point, John, left.
Well, she put his name out there, so it's...
In an effort to force you to pay, even though you made your position clear. You didn't, and so he effectively stole his food. Now he's left with the consequences of those choices. While I find your rules odd, I don't find them confusing. And presumably neither does John. You acted in an extremely principled, predictable way. If John doesn't wish to be treated like someone who leaves restaurants without paying, perhaps he shouldn't leave restaurants without paying. I've neither read the relevant legal status, but I suspect there's no birthday exception. Not the asshole. Oh, I didn't know there was a name. You should have just said the name.
I did say the name.
Oh, you said John?
Yeah, it's right up there, John.
Oh, my question. You know, if they were still together...
Well, actually, can you go back to that?
If they marry and they have kids, what about their kids?
Yeah, then that's kind of where I was going with, like, if she gives him money and knows it's going towards me, because that's kind of what that person was saying, is you have shared assets, those assets are going towards me. Are you comfortable with that, you know? I'm just curious. There is an update.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh.
What? So whatever the update is, it's not on here. It says update and everything. But whatever it is, she deleted it.
Oh no.
So maybe she was the asshole. Because the only comment on here is the auto moderator, and that's just like saying the guidelines. Normally there would be text underneath that. Meaning she deleted the text. Yeah.
That's sad. Maybe she said that they broke up.
I mean, I could see that easily.
But let us know what you guys think.
Yeah. Something where it's like she's used to having carrot sticks for dinner because hosts at, like, I guess, parties didn't have vegetarian options. Oh, was a person saying vegetarians are insufferable, they expect to be catered to in someone else's house and do not reciprocate when they have people over that aren't vegetarian. If he has paid for meals in the past, I'm sure you can pay for one. You are the asshole. Boo Boo, are you?
She's throwing off a fur ball.
She might be.
Don't go. She's gonna scare her. Let her.
So a little update on the cat. She seems okay. After she asked if Blue was okay, she just looked up and started licking her paw. So we're gonna keep an eye on that.
But I am full.
I want
my burrito. No.
I wasn't doing that.
You okay, Mamas?
What?
I know, he interrupted you. Not the fur ball, it's the fur ball. Whatever they spit out stuck in her stomach because you bother her. Am I right, Mamas? Oh, well, she was like... Oh, she's tweaking.
There's some things going on that she's replied in this thing that just don't make any sense in my head.
Like what?
Something about, shit, where was it? Some pills for her period?
Okay, we're not going through that.
Yeah, I know, that's why, like, it's just, like, this conversation here is going all over the place. Oh, she replied to one saying, if I get a glass of wine and a veggie burger, I'm paying for meat.
The veggie burger,
Yeah.
isn't it just veggies?
Yeah. Oh, you do realize that you're paying for meat, right? The restaurant doesn't have a separate cash register for linens, and one for advertising, and one for produce, and one for proteins, one for lighting, and one for insurance. If you frequent a restaurant that serves meat, you're paying for meat.
Really?
Well, yeah, because effectively part of the cost that when you buy something, part of the cost goes into running the place, and so running the restaurant has meat. So, like, if you really do want to have that strong principal position, not spend your meat on it, then then you should only go to vegetarian places. And I understand you might be backed against the wall to where you would have to at times, but you would be getting only the vegetarian option, which makes sense.
I see.
I feel like that is a good point in the question of morals here. But yeah, I didn't think about that one.
I know, I didn't either. While he's scrolling. Okay.
Sorry. One person in this chain here commented saying that some wines contain animal products.
Yes, they do. Some wines do.
I did not know that. Alright, anyways, I'm getting distracted. So, before we end things here today, we want to hear from you about what you thought of these stories. And then coming up, I guess the next video is going to be decidedly only Mexican food and only Espanol. The fuck?
No Ned. No Ned Ed. No neck Ed.
The how do you accomplish that? Did he like get in a car crash and they had to take out portion?
That's how he was. I think that's how he was born.
Oh shit!
But doesn't Shore look like that naked?
I mean, yeah, because it kind of looks like it's all one thing. Because the collar he had really separates his head from his body, and it adds like this nice line. Because then, yeah, it just looks weird.
That's why Boo Boo looks to me weird too. I'm like, oh, like.
Well, yeah, that's because
naked.
Yeah. I think it looks like that too because she has shorter fur. Because we had a previous cat who had much longer fur and it would always like taper down by the neck for her. But then there's just such short hair. It's only like.
Thank
you want to see the Espanol video? Let us know. And then also, I believe, speaking of Espanol video, coming up, we don't know when. We do have some 24-hour-ish challenges coming up.
Oh, yes.
One of which we are going to do during the summer because it's kind of road trip-y. And the other one, she is going to be forcing her white boyfriend to have Mexican food all day.
Yes.
Yeah, she forgot about that one. But we do have a couple places kind of pre-planned for that, I think.
Or I could make some couple meals too.
Oh yeah, that too. But she can't make it spicy, so because she's a gringa. I like how you're agreeing with it. I'm just joking around. No, she can actually make. Oh, your tinga is very good.
I can probably do the things I was gonna make.
If you guys want to see a recipe on how to make tinga, let us know as well. It is very good. It's Chipotle chicken.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it is to some degree.
But don't forget to give us a like, a comment, and subscribe.
And go check out our Instagram and TikTok that are linked down below. And we have short form content that you can take a bite of.
So, bye.